Welcome back to another Full Sun Entertainment video. Today I have the rest of my parts to go stage 2, so here's my fuel pump internals. And I also bought new cam follower and I'm going to convert it to studs along with Unitronic's tune, the cables in here. I decided to go with this because APR no longer offers their stage 2 or stage 2 plus tunes. This is easier anyway. I can just do it right in my garage instead of taking it to a shop. So tonight, at least, I'm going to get a start on it. Not sure if I'm going to be able to finish. Definitely, hopefully by tomorrow, I'm stage 2. So I'll get started on that and then we'll see how far we get. Alright, the fuel pump's off. These are what the cam followers look like if you don't know. Those of you who know the FSI, you know this is a issue with them. The one I took out's about 3,000 miles old and you can't tell the difference. I bet if you guessed you wouldn't be able to tell. This is the old one with about 3,000 miles on it. So because the coating's not even rubbed through yet, I think I'm going to reuse this one and change it or check it again in another couple thousand miles and then put the new one in, because there's like no difference right now. You can't even tell. Also earlier, I don't think I made it very clear when I said I was gonna convert the fuel pump to studs. I just said convert to studs. So instead of it being held on with these bolts that go into the engine, the fuel pump sits on these studs and you use a nut to hold it on. If you're going to be taking it off a lot, from what I've heard, you're prone to stripping out the block where it threads into the block. So with this, it kind of eliminates the issue. So that's what I meant when I said convert it to studs. Alright, now I'm getting to something I've never done before. I need to get these internals out so I can get the other ones in. So I have it lightly in this vise, and you're supposed to use an 18 mil socket to get this out. See how it goes. Doesn't help that this isn't bolted down. So, let's see what we can do. Alright, I got it. I ended up having to put the vise on the floor to keep it from spinning, and I stood on it. But they should be loose enough to come out now. Alright, now some of these parts we have to reuse. Might have to check to see which ones again, because I'm not entirely sure. Alright, I just looked over the instruction. It looks like what we're reusing is this housing and the spring, so you just push on the bottom. The OEM piston comes out, we won't need that. And then we should just be able to take the, I don't remember what it's called. It's the new internals. Take that off. Then I need to get this collar off. That has to come off so you can put the new spring on. Or you can get it on through here with the spring. So that should slide in pretty easy. You shouldn't have to force it. And then we're going to put this collar back on. Got one of the retainers in. Now this is probably going to be where it gets tough. Probably can't see anything I'm doing. There, got them both in. Now this should be ready to go back into the pump. Not sure how well I showed this, but this piece, the smaller end goes into the pump and the bigger end goes under the piston assembly. Alright, so the fuel pump and everything's on. It didn't leak. So now I'm gonna start on getting this tune on, or at least trying. The camera's probably gonna shut off before it's done. But yeah, I have the battery charger hooked up. That's what they tell you to do in the instructions. And then I'm gonna get this hooked up and get it going.